Have you heard the news? Bechtel Jewelers is going out of business. Hi, I'm Lori, and I want to thank our cherished customers for years of friendship. We are liquidating our entire inventory with savings up to 70%. Come visit us in Inwood, now during our Diamond Stud Blowout, where for a limited time, our diamond studs are up to 50% off. Don't miss your chance to get the diamonds of your dreams.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Good evening from Hedgesville High School for tonight's West Virginia High School Volleyball Class AAA Region 2 Section 1 Championship. Colin McLaughlin here for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Nick Verzolini's our cameraman, and back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. And no matter how different or how similar the pass may be, it's Hedgesville and it's Musselman squaring off for another section championship, Jim.
Yeah, it's a big night tonight. You know, you've got, in the state of West Virginia, Musselman is ranked number 2 overall, Hedgesville at 5. In AAA standings, however, the difference is ever so slight. Number 2 Musselman is at number 3 Hedgesville. We know where the fireworks are this evening. They're coming from the hand of Gracie Brown and Parker Sutherland on the Musselman side of the net. You've got the senior Keely Chrisman and Ada McCoy. The supporting cast could be the difference here tonight. It should be a fun one.
And typically when we talk about this sectional championship, we were under the impression that it was almost meaningless because these two teams already make it to Saturday to play for the regional championship. And originally we thought that that always had more of the bigger or larger implications. However, that's actually not the case. Section championship and the way the regionals are set up now for high school volleyball in the state when it comes to the 4 regions, you have 16 teams going to the regional championships from the different sections. And the voting for that 1 through 16 actually needs to be submitted after tonight's matches as everybody takes their sectional championships tonight across the Mountain State Gym. So this one might actually mean more than regionals, even though, yes, on Saturday when the regionals take place, you still need to win that first match to be one of those final 8 teams to make it to states. Your seeding is already decided after tonight.
Yeah, knowing these two coaches and these two teams, there's nothing more important than the next 5 sets. The 5 sets that take place tonight, no one's thinking ahead about Saturday. No one's thinking about seedings, state tournament, anything like that. There's one senior on the Hedgesville roster, Evelyn Jennings. Musselman, on the other hand, has 3 seniors. When you look at Watcher, you look at Chrisman and Ava Dunnigan. So you're in a situation where everybody's playing to win, but there's something special about being a senior in what could be your last match ever here at Hedgesville for those for the senior Evelyn Jennings. And for that matter, the seniors are counting down the number of touches that they've got left and the memories that will last forever. So every point has got to be played to its fullest extent. And I really just hope both teams play real well tonight, because I think we could see some of the best volleyball in the entire D.C. area. Right now, Musselman's ranked 10th in the entire D.C. metropolitan area. Hedgesville's ranked 19th. And just for a point of comparison, James Wood in Winchester is ranked 3rd. North Hagerstown High School's ranked 9th. Smithsburg ranked 17th, and Millbrook, which was an opponent that played some of these teams in the EPAC, is ranked 21st. A lot of respect should be coming to right here in this surrounding area when you think of the accomplishments of Musselman and Hedgesville and where they stand in that greater 4-state area.
Let's step aside, take our first 2-minute break here on the pregame show. And on the other side of that break, we'll hear from both Musselman and Hedgesville's head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
To Hedgesville High School, the home of tonight's sectional championship in AAA Volleyball, Region 2, Section 1 between Musselman and Hedgesville. Let's now get into our coaches' interviews, starting off with the head coach of Musselman, Sean Martz, followed by Allison Whitford of Hedgesville.
Now joined by the head coach of the Musselman Lady Appleman, Sean Martz. Coach Martz, let's first get into Tuesday's match, a clean sweep over Martinsburg. What'd you like from your team in that win?
Well, I thought we served the best we served all season. We only missed 3 serves in 3 sets, and 2 of them right at the beginning of the first set. So really in the second sets, we only missed 1 serve. And I thought we had them out of system the whole night. I mean, we didn't really play efficiently offensively, but our serves kept them off balance enough for us to play pretty good defense and get the win.
And with that win, you guys find yourself in another sectional championship against Hedgesville. You guys split the regular season. What's your team need to do to be on the winning side of things today?
Yeah, the same stuff. We just got to control our emotions, stay in the moment. We got to have that one rally mentality, 1 point at a time. Of course, we preach it all the time. We got to serve and pass. They're a good serving team. We can't get aced. I think we got aced like 16 times, maybe something like that, something crazy like that last time. We can't have that happen tonight. We're just trying to peak at the right time. We're trying to hit on all cylinders at the right time.
What do you feel like might be the differences that you've seen so far in this year's Hedgesville team compared to years in the past, if anything?
They're getting production mainly out of one position, mainly out of their outsides. But, both outsides did a nice job against us the first time. Obviously, Gracie was out last matchup. They're scrappy defensively, serve tough as always. So there's a lot of similarities as well.
What about for your team compared to years past? Similarities, differences?
We're probably in the same boat. We're getting a lot of points scoring from 2 positions, and we need to, spread that around. We need to have a little bit more balance offensively. I think we were more balanced last couple of years than we are this year. I think against Martinsburg, we got some more production out of our right sides. We need some production out of our middles and our right sides to be successful from here on out.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No, that's it.
Appreciate the time as always, and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Hedgesville Lady Eagles, Allison Whitford. Coach Whitford, Your team gets the win on Tuesday, a little bit closer than a lot of people anticipated, but what did you like from your team in that outcome?
I think, when you're in a 5-set match like that, everything's tight. I think just the mentality, the mental challenge, the pushing, the when you're down, you got to fight. When you're, tight, you got to fight. When you're up, you still got to fight. So I think we had not gone to a 5-setter, so that was our first one, but hats off to Spring Mills. They played phenomenal, and I told each and every one of those girls after the game, great job, phenomenal job. Coach Sam over there is doing a great job, and so I was happy with our fight and our, just persistence.
And with the win, you guys advanced to tonight's sectional championship against Musselman. What's your team need to do to be on the winning side of things?
I think, consistency is obviously a key. We need to make sure that we're serving tough, as always, passing well, staying in system. We got a little sloppy on Tuesday. Our passes weren't awesome, and then our setters were scrambling, and then we were kind of forced to just, set the ball outside instead of using all 3 of our hitters. So we need to make sure that we stay in system a little bit more tonight.
You guys in Musselman always familiar opponents, being sectional opponents, and then sometimes seeing each other down in regional, states, whatever it may be. With that being said, what are maybe some similarities and differences that you've seen out of this year's Musselman team compared to teams in years past?
First of all, they're well coached. He runs a tight ship over there. They're a well-oiled machine, so we know that they're going to be where they need to be on defense. They're going to be, and we run pretty similar things, so we know where they're going to be. We know that they're going to be there when they need to be there. So I think for us, just kind of trying to mix it up a little bit. So like I said, we run the same defense as they do. We run pretty much the same thing. So we are able to see in practice every day what are the open spots, what are we going to do. So I think that's going to help us tonight. Hopefully we've put in a couple things to get them a little bit out of system.
That was the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Allison Whitford, as well as the head coach of the Musselman Appleman, Sean March. Let's now get into tonight's starting lineups before we take our last break here on our pregame show. First, for the visiting Musselman Appleman, you have number 2, Raylan Kisner, number 3, Bianca Hutzler, number 4, Reese Troxler, number 5, Amaya King, number 6, Ashley Fox, number 7, Ella Collis, number 8, Ada McCoy, number 9, Ava Dunnigan, number 10, Ashlyn Weatherholtz, number 11, Olivia Alice, number 12, Olivia Orlana, number 14, Kendall Watcher, number 17, Maddie Shelton, number 21, Keely Chrisman, number 24, Avery Lark, and number 25, Allie Miller. For Hedgesville, you have number 1, Addison Groves, number 2, Brianna Ryder, number 3, Evelyn Jennings, number 4, Delaney Cedars, number 5, Alexa Smith, number 6, Kylie Ann East, number 7, Parker Sutherland, number 8, Lexi Winston, number 9, Elena Harper, number 10, Chloe Hudson, number 11, Gracie Brown, number 12, M. Bishop, number 13, Gianna Ware, number 14, Grace Lathwell, number 15, Addison Skies, number 16, Jillian Sykes. That is the rosters for both Musselman and Hedgesville as we get you set for Class AAA Region 2 Section 1 Championship tonight. Both teams already clinched their spots in the regional finals on Saturday against the winner and the runner-up of Section 2, that either being Hampshire or Jefferson. But we'll step aside, taking another 2-minute break here on our pregame show. On the other side of that break, we'll have the start of our sectional championship match. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come
from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School as the national anthem has concluded. Both teams meet in the middle of the net, shake hands, and then we'll get started for tonight's sectional championship between Musselman and Hedgesville. Colin McLaughlin here for TV10 and WR and our TV on YouTube. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. The third meeting between these two schools this year, Jim. During the regular season here at Hedgesville, it was the Eagles getting the sweep 3-0, and then at Musselman it was the Applemen getting a 3-1 victory, that being the recent match of the two.
Yeah, everything's out the door at this point. I think the keys to victory tonight for Hedgesville are they don't want to make it easy. They want to slow down, eliminate the free balls. They need to serve tough, pick their spots, attempting to get Musselman out of system. Defense to offense, they need to cover and pass to get good swings, and Bishop could take the night. Bishop taking the night, we know who the big hitters are for both teams. I mean, Bishop provides that third big swing. Conversely, on the Appleman side of the net, we need to see the four Applemen of the apocalypse. Fox, Alice, Lark, Collis need to have big swings. We saw that early in the match against Martinsburg on Tuesday night. Alice had some big kills early in the first set. Lark actually had 3 or 4 kills in the third set. And here we go.
Hedgesville will serve first. It is Alexis Smith doing so, the libero in the pink uniform, and we are underway in our sectional championship. Musselman goes to the outside.
Yeah, don't like the tip to start on a perfect pass and a perfect set.
The block brings it back over to Hedgesville from Musselman, and the
great decision by Watcher.
Just over Watcher's arms, and it's a point for Musselman to start off set one.
But you come out early, you're all amped up. We saw that Tuesday night against Martinsburg. The first set of the match went to Fox. She overran her approach, and it sailed. So, Watcher almost reached to play a ball that was 6 or 7 feet out of bounds.
Miller serve over to Hedgesville as Brown tips that over.
Yeah, both teams feeling out. Crispin and now Brown with tips. Now McCoy puts one away.
The Mangler makes it 2-0 in set one for Musselman.
Yeah, another key to this match, I think, is Musselman and serve-receive, making it easier on Watcher and Hussler to actually be able to actually run the full complement of offense. You can't rely only on McCoy and Crispin to win this match if you're Musselman.
Allie Miller's serve just barely goes over the net. Brown able to get the kill in response, make it 2-1 now, point for Hedgesville. It's good to see her back out on the court, as the last time these two teams met, Gracie Brown was dealing with an ankle injury and did not play in that match. This one tipped over. And that's a point for Musselman, as Hedgesville was just unable to bring that one into control.
Right, and it doesn't seem significant, but, every time you get, whether or not it's a Fox who now rotates back to serve, a Collis and Alice, to be able to force the defense to play everyone across the front row, you can't guess.
3-1 serve for Musselman, too strong out of play to make it 3-2. Point for Hedgesville on the service error.
Yeah, we know that Fox she's a high-risk, high-reward server. She leads the team in aces. She also comes through with a lot of errors at times. She only serves about 86.9% on the season.
That's something that will frustrate Coach Martz early during his pregame interview. You heard him say that he felt like his team gets the point to make it 4-2, had its best serve game against Martinsburg on Tuesday. Only 3 service errors, and 2 of those actually did come in set 1, so maybe that's something that potentially we could see here tonight.
Yeah, and what you do is you try to force the situation of scoring points from the end line, and sometimes when you're down or struggling a little bit, you press a little too much. Hutzler to McCoy. Everything was perfect except for the block from Hedgesville.
So that's a point for the Applemen, making it 5-2.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference you see is McCoy has the ability. She will throw her hips and elbow through the ball to be able to push it up the line. Chrisman, I think, relies a lot on an angle, but with her size, she can hit over the block. Another service. Yeah, I thought that was another service error.
It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 5-3.
Yeah, Hutzler's number 2 right now on the team in aces, and again, an 85.6% server. She's second on the team in service errors. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, she's first. Fox is second.
Hard serve from Jennings.
Yeah, both teams kind of just pressing just a little bit. They'll calm down. They'll find their groove.
That was Ware's serve that went out of play to make it 6-3. Musselman up by 3 now on Hedgesville here in set 1.
Yeah, and here comes Maddie Sheldon, a 90.9% server. She's a 10.2 ace. She has 36 aces on the team, so this kid's no slouch.
Set behind and just dumped over by Sutherland. She gets the point to make it 6-4.
Yeah, she threw the ball. Sutherland threw the ball right at the freshman Maddie Shelton. You know, you don't just serve and watch. You got to serve and move in. And she's a freshman. She's learning as she goes, and it's a good lesson to come. You serve and you have to move right into a defensive posture.
Addison Sykes serves. That one saved and now just dumped over to Hedgesville. Sykes sits behind her for Jennings, and Jennings hits that one too hard, almost off the block, but it's a point for Musselman, making it 7-4.
Yeah, we're at a real tough angle to be able to see blocks on the Hedgesville side, and you know Jennings made a good swing. She may have overrun it just a little bit. When you're under the ball, then what that does is it propels it more up than down. Good pass by Bishop. That's what she needs to do. She gets rewarded with a big set. Ooh, could have called the hands. Yeah, maybe. Gracie Brown got a little fancy.
Yep, it's now 8-4 Musselman as Dunnigan serves. Serve goes right to Bishop.
This could be in play, and it is. This is what Hedgesville does.
Great hustle by Brown to get back, and they get attacked.
And that's a great set and a good swing by Lark. And Bishop gets downballed, and we've talked about that in previous matches. Keeping the middle at the net. Fox, she moved with the down ball and put a block on it. I like that play.
9-4, Musselman up by 5 early in set 1.
Yeah, Hedgesville's going to figure this out. This is just a little slow start for them.
Dunnigan with a service error, the third one of the night so far by Musselman.
Yeah, and Coach March, you could see the look on his face at that serve. I mean, 3 missed serves in the first set, and this is anybody's set right now. I mean, it's only 5-9.
Serve. Strong one by Cedars.
Hutzler with a save. Dunnigan throws up a lollipop.
Gracie Brown off the tape, and
don't think it went.
On Hedgesville's side. That's a point for Musselman, making it 10-5.
Yeah, good call by R2. I think R2 signaled the 4 touches, and it just took a second for R1 to see that, but that's good work by the Whites.
Let's watch her to serve.
Oh, my goodness. She painted the end line on that.
Dunnigan.
It's a good set. Great swing, great dig.
Just dumped over now. As Musselman tries to capitalize, and it looked like that was off the block.
We got a net violation. Looks like that's Hudson. The call's on Hudson, I believe.
That makes it 11-5, extending Musselman's lead now to 6. His largest lead of the evening so far, set 1.
Yeah, Hedgesville just looks just a little bit flat right here. We're not seeing sharp passing. And another missed serve for Musselman. I mean, Musselman's doing its best to keep Hedgesville in it.
4 of the 6 points now for Hedgesville have come off service errors for Musselman, making it 11-6. Hedgesville to serve. It's Alexis Smith. Smith attacks McCoy. Now it's Chrisman tipping that one over. And it goes out of play as, again, the control with the passing just isn't there now for the Eagles.
Brown and Smith literally ran into each other. And I actually took my eyes off the path of the ball because I was looking to see how Brown reacted to the contact.
It's 12-6, Appleman. At a hard serve right to Brown. Sykes back to Brown off the block and gets the point, making it 12-7. That's the offense that Hedgesville needs tonight from Gracie Brown if they want to come out on top.
Yeah, and Watcher was kind of back on her heels a little bit, off block. I thought there might be an attempt to cover that off block. Good dig by Smith.
Behind for Ware.
That ball had to be out unless it was touched. And a hands call. Oh, my goodness.
Making it 12-8 now, so the lead cut to 4. It's Kylie Ann East serves for Hedgesville.
Oh, it's a good pass. This can go anywhere. Oh, my goodness. Alice with a giant swing. No approach for Brown. She places it nicely. And this is a little up-tempo. Oh, my. And Sutherland just beats McCoy on the angle.
Makes it 12-9. Hedgesville student section trying to get behind its team. Only down by 3 now, cutting the deficit in half on a run by Kylie-Ann East.
Another perfect pass. That's off block, gets the kill. Single block. And again, here's what happens. When you set back, middle, out, everybody has to stay home. You can't get a double block on the middle in that situation, especially because they just ran like a short to the outside. So, it favors the offense when you pass well and distribute your sets. It doesn't have to be even.
13-9 to serve for Musselman.
I never went,
The net from Brown, making it 14-9.
It's real tough for that natural outside hitter to move to offhand, and she's in that position right now because of serve receive. So, she's got to shake that off. She's an outstanding athlete, just a fun player to watch, and that was just an unfortunate error.
It's a 3-point run for Musselman to get its lead to 14-9. That one sneaks itself in to make it 14-10.
Well, Sutherland is dynamic. I mean, when we talk about Chrisman and McCoy for Musselman, I mean, my goodness, Sutherland and Brown are right there. Then they got all the talent. That's why I think Emmy Bishop could be the difference as this match progresses, because she's another big swing, good size for the freshman. She's outside right now next to Sutherland.
McCoy goes up, and that
It's
one
definitely
is in.
Yes, that was a good call. Good call by the linesperson.
Making it 15-10 Musselman.
Yeah, and if you're Hedgesville, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. The ball's over the block. And Hedgesville's doing what they do. They serve well, they pass well, they play good defense.
Putzler to serve for Musselman, and that one right off the tape. Sutherland gets blocked. Second time, another block by McCoy, but it's kept alive.
You're going to have to go back to a replay to see how many touches were on that. Perfect pass. Oh, my. I think good dig by Dunnigan. My goodness, this is two heavyweights just going at it. Now, here's the free ball. Hedgesville's got to use it.
Just barely tipping it over the block for the point for the Eagles, making it 15-11.
Yeah, we used to run that, and we call that a seam. I mean, what they do is you slide your middle a little bit closer to the outside, and then the middle comes quick, And sometimes what you do is you set it just a little high, and the outside then takes the ball. Oh, I just don't like the setter dumps. Get a free ball out of it. And Lark gets just like hitting in a phone booth. Lark against Sutherland and Bishop. It's a tough task.
Making it 15-12 now. It's Ware serves for Hedgesville.
Oh my, what a great serve by Ware. And this is an out-of-system play. Miller, she launches one from the back line.
Dunnigan.
Yeah, Dunnigan called her off.
McCoy through the block, and another kill for the Mangler.
It didn't have as good an angle to see that one on the near side. The linesperson emphatically called it in. And we saw no reaction really from the bench, so one might assume that it actually was in.
16-12, McCoy to serve. They keep her in instead of bringing in Maddie Shelton. Bishop. Back to Bishop now.
Yeah, remember Shelton had that issue on defense the last time after the serve.
And that one's blocked.
Yeah, Sutherland is just, it's like hitting in a phone booth. Sutherland is just a presence at the net. You almost, and we actually talked about this earlier, Crispin tends to go angle a lot. She's got to throw that right hip, right shoulder through the ball a little quicker maybe and try to beat Sutherland more to the line side.
It's now 16-13, Dunnigan.
Perfect pass. Here comes Lark again. Oh, wow. She beat the block between Hudson and a hands call.
And that making it 17-13, so now we've seen the hands call on both sides being called. Dunnigan to serve for the Applemen, up by 4.
Yikes. That looked a little deep, but man, what a great pass.
Bishop off the block and gets the kill, making it 17-14.
Yep. Bishop went hard line. She has that ability. It was a great swing.
Cedars will serve now for Hedgesville, who's gotten it as close as 2 in the deficit, but has not been able to get any closer than that.
This is an overpass?
But a great job by Musselman to play it off the net.
Yeah, Fox with good reaction. This is off blocks. They didn't close it. Crispin and Fox, you could have driven a car between them, and it hits Crispin, then off Fox, and that domino, that pinball type effect, the ball just falls right behind her.
So here we go. It's back to 2-point deficit, 17-15. Musselman the served. McCoy, Dunnigan, back over for McCoy. And it's just out, making it 17-16 now as the Eagles try to fight their way back in set 1.
Yeah, Cedars on a mini run, and she's serving tough. She's gotten Musselman out of system. Oh, and there you go.
Service error gives the serve back to Musselman. And a 2-point lead again at 18-16.
Yeah, Watcher had a missed serve last time, so this will be this is a crucial service opportunity. My goodness, yeah, and I heard an out call, but it was played.
Brown off the block.
Oh, and a net violation. Oh, my goodness. Had to be Fox.
Yeah, it looks like she was nodding her head in agreement, and that's a point for Hedgesville, making it 18-17.
Yeah, and that's the kind of unforced error on almost a free ball by Brown. Musselman just can't have those.
Smith.
This is tough.
It's blocked. Overpass.
You got to reset your offense.
Off the block, Brown. Sykes.
It's between the block.
And we're tied at 18.
Yeah, that's Ware. Ware beats the block. She goes through. Sykes did a great job staying out of the net. The ball was real tight. She actually had to get her shoulders parallel to the net, and in an awkward position was able to flick her wrist just enough, and that ties the score with that kill by Ware.
Smith trying to give Hedgesville the lead with the serve.
Perfect pass.
And Musselman gets the point and gets the lead back. Yeah, 19-18.
Yeah, that's one of the keys talked about in pregame. We need to see Fox, Alice, Larkin, Collis pick up some of that offense. I mean, it doesn't have to be evenly distributed, but they got to keep the defense honest, and Fox did that right there.
Allie Miller serving now for Musselman. Sykes to Brown off the block. Dunnigan with the dig. McCoy off the block.
And it's out. Yeah, see, that's it. McCoy goes line and just overpowers Ware, and the ball comes off her left hand. She needs to actually turn that right hand in, and the ball goes out. It's a 2-point lead.
2018's the score, and an ace.
Yeah, it's an ace, and it looks like Hedgesville's calling a timeout.
We'll take the timeout with them. A 30-second break. 21-18, Musselman leads Hedgesville in set one. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here to the Gilbert B. Miller Arena at Hedgesville High School. 21-18 is your score. Musselman leads Hedgesville. In set number one in the best of 5 series to crown a Section 1 champion in Region 2 Class AAA. It is Musselman up by 3 with Allie Miller serving after Hedgesville's timeout.
Don't let the timeout work.
The serve low, directed to Brown, and Brown gets the set up and just tips that over at Dunnigan.
Yeah, it was set real high, real far outside.
Cedars was calling for it, but they go to Brown, who has to jump up vertically, and Dunnigan with a miss hit. That almost goes into the old scores nest up behind the backside of the gym.
Alice did her job. She got Hedgesville way out of system, and it was almost like this awkward roll from way outside the plane of the antenna.
21-19's the score. Musselman still up by 2 off the block, and it stays on the Appleman side. Watcher. That one past the block, kept alive now by Hedgesville, who's on the attack.
And Watcher, oh my goodness, you've got to be ready for defense.
That makes it 21-20.
Flat of the defensive base.
Kylie Ann East.
Oh, this is trouble. Okay, here's the free ball. Hedgesville's going to have to use this. Brown with a perfect pass. Kylie Ann East right back to her, and that's a kill.
And
resounding kill.
At 21-all.
Yeah, and Fox and Alice are there. They just didn't get a hand on the ball. Musselman uses its first timeout.
We'll take the timeout with them as Hedgesville is on a run, knotted up at 21 in set one. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30 seconds.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Quick timeout and a point for Hedgesville as we welcome you back. Making it 22-21 now, Hedgesville in the lead. Kylie Ann East to serve again, this time up by 1 for the Eagles.
Yeah, not a great pass.
And that off the block, and it's a point for Musselman to tie us up at 22.
Yeah, tied up. That was a nice set outside, and McCoy made a good adjustment. You know, and again, Hedgesville, they just touch everything. They touch everything. They dig everything. There are very few untouched kills when you're playing Hedgesville. If you're a Musselman, you cannot let down. And a service error for Fox, her second one of the set. High risk, high reward. We see it all the time. My goodness, just too many mistakes for Musselman. But they're still in it, still have a shot to go.
23-22, Hedgesville.
Yeah, this is a giant front row for Hedgesville.
Ground serves to Dunnigan. Watcher.
Real high.
And it's a point.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where, it makes you look foolish because the ball, it did hit the floor in front of the defense, but she actually took something off of it. She went up and really, just tried to play the ball over the block. The ball was set so high in the dig attempt, she basically just placed it.
We're now tied at 23.
Yeah, Hutzler had a missed serve this match. This was a good serve by her. No, it's out. Oh, did she play it? Oh, my goodness, I couldn't see it. I was blocked by our two. Miller touches one, and there's a timeout.
That is a point for Hedgesville, making it 24-23. We'll keep it here as set one. Tight as it can be, which we expected. A win-by-2 scenario through the rest of this set. Hedgesville and Musselman goes quickly here. Musselman with no timeouts left. Hedgesville still with one more, but 1 point away from taking set number one in the sectional championship.
Yeah, Ware had a great service rotation across the back row last time.
Ware will serve for Hedgesville. It leads 24-23.
You got to have a pass here. Got to have a pass here. Miller with a good one. It's going to McCoy. McCoy goes.
McCoy hits the antenna. It's a point for Hedgesville. They take set number one, 25-23 over Musselman. Step aside, take a 1-minute commercial break, and then we'll be back for set number two. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School as Hedgesville takes set one over Musselman 25-23. It was Musselman in control at one point, up by 6 in set number one, but Hedgesville was able to come back, get control late in set number one, Jim, get the lead, and then eventually go back and forth and take it.
Yeah, and I thought Musselman was in control. Hedgesville started the set just a little bit flat, struggled to get some offense. I think they had 2 missed serves early in the set. Musselman, I think, had 5 missed serves. The issue is that, wow, Musselman just made uncharacteristic mistakes at the end of the set when they were up 21-18. And then, Hedgesville storms back, forces Musselman to take a timeout at 21-all. Fox misses the serve, her second one of the set, and then it's just nothing but trouble. We know Hedgesville plays great defense. They've got a lot of offensive firepower. You just can't give up free points to teams of this caliber, and unfortunately, Musselman just made 1 or 2 too many mistakes, especially at the end of that set. I'd also like to see Musselman tie up their defense a little bit at the one base. A couple situations where we saw the setters at the one base just a little bit flat, not moving their feet in a situation where they didn't cover off block. When you add all these things up, it seems picayune, when you're talking about these minutiae, these little things. But yet, the set was a 2-point squeaker. So if Musselman can tie up any one of those things, they have a chance to take set 2. Of course, Hedgesville needs to keep their foot on the gas pedal. They are cooking with gas.
Allie Miller serves first, and it's a bullet by Miller for Musselman.
Jennings with a great swing. That's netted. McCoy was just early, I think. McCoy was early on the approach.
Hedgesville now leads 1-0. Serving for the Eagles is Alexa Smith.
Oh, my.
That goes off the tape over to Hedgesville's side. Back for Brown. Brown sends it long to Dunnigan.
Yeah, I think that's out. Coach March reacted as if it might have been out as well.
Sykes back for Brown. That one's blocked, and it's a point for the Applemen, tying us up at 1 in set 2.
Yeah, but again, you saw where Cedars was. She was right under. If she just gets a little bit lower, she has the opportunity to bring the ball up, and she's standing up just a little bit. The ball comes off her hands away from the net. If you're down just a little bit lower, you might have the opportunity to bring it straight up. Here we go. Fox, high risk, high reward. And she misses a third serve. And, and at this point, at what point do you start thinking about maybe next time Fox isn't going to serve?
Makes it 2-1 Hedgesville. It's Kylie Ann East to serve now for Ville. And that's blocked, but then quickly just passed over.
Yeah, but again, Hedgesville just digs everything. Oh, back to McCoy again. Another touch-off block. This time McCoy gets the kill.
At that time, it went straight up, stayed on Hedgesville's side. Sutherland tried to get out of the way, but was unable to do so. So we're tied at 2.
Yeah, but did you see the entire defense had all shifted towards McCoy's side of the court? Musselman's just a little loosey-goosey with the passing right now, and that forces the setter to have limited options with the attack.
Serve goes off the net. It's an ace for the Applemen.
Musselman just is not sharp at the end line. I know Hutzler got the result that she wanted there, but that's not certainly the execution that she had hoped for.
3-2 serve.
Oh, and there's a bad toss she chased.
And that makes it 3-3.
It was just a bad toss.
Gracie Brown will now serve for Hedgesville.
Yeah, again, I've said this all night. This is a real good front row. You've got good size and wear. Sutherland's dominant in the middle, and Emmy Bishop.
Beautiful serve there as McCoy.
Look at Kylie Ann East gets a dig attempt off a 90-mile-an-hour fastball up the line.
It's now 4-3 Musselman.
We used to run a drill where we put this giant box. It was 36 inches tall. I would stand on the box and hit the ball as hard as I can at the kids. Just boom, 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 and just to improve reaction times and things like that. Man, it looks like Kylie Ann East has been through that.
She sets this one up, and it's tipped over.
Oh, too many tips.
Bishop sends it long.
And that's what we paid for. We paid for that. Big swings, digs. Shelton has to send the free ball, and here comes Sutherland on the quick.
And we're knotted up at 4. Hedgesville quickly went with the up-tempo. After the first one was blocked, they just immediately set it again for Sutherland. It's Ware to serve.
This is going to be a tough roll. Oh, both teams are just really out of system right now.
Off the block.
Okay,
Brown.
now this we talked about. Defense to offense. Jennings with a good swing on the outside. Hudson comes to Chrisman. And Chrisman went more to the line side. She beat Sutherland on the line side. Good adjustment. Now we'll see what Sutherland does next time when she comes up against Chrisman. Is she going to try to push the block a little bit further to the outside?
Looks like they called Sutherland in the net.
Oh, so there's no kill situation.
5-4.
There you go. Well, yeah, it was a kill. Oh, my, they could have called hands there. Leak call.
It's now 6-4 Musselman.
R1 likes to look at the rotation of the ball instead of the hands.
Donegan.
Great pass by Brown. Bishop's low. She comes in, rolls it. Hustler to Chrisman, and Chrisman comes to the line side again.
Bishop Beautifully done by Dunnigan. Another great dig by Musselman.
Yeah, Hedgesville just comes back. Man, they're like, oh my goodness. There you go. You got to see a block off Chrisman and Fox with assist. Both of those will get an assist. Chrisman touched it first. Fox cleaned it up. But again, Hedgesville's right there playing defense. They had a dig attempt off block.
It's now 7-4.
These are two very, very good teams. Free ball. Hutzler to Chrisman.
Sutherland sends it.
Okay, so another free ball. Deep one that gives the defense a chance to reset. There's your seam. Lark actually with a good play, and that's ball's touch. Oh my goodness, this is like two heavyweight fighters that just keep banging and banging and banging.
It's now 8-4. Musselman extends its lead, similar to what we saw in set one, an early lead for the Applemen.
And it's one of the toughest plays for Chrisman to do. It's a static approach. She has to go straight up, time it, and avoid the block, and gets a kill. Smith was right on it. That's blocked. Oh, my.
Call the hands on Hedgesville, making it 9-4.
Yeah, timeout
Hedgesville calls the timeout. We'll take it with them, a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back. 9-4. Musselman leads Hedgesville. Dunnigan serving. Bishop. Kylie Ann East. Sutherland. And that one's in. A point for Hedgesville, making it 9-5. So the timeout works for the Eagles to get the point and get control back.
Yeah, defense from the setter. Hutzler immediately tapped herself, saying it was my bad. I think she guessed that was out. She moved toward the line, then move towards the line.
Sykes
with that hard, flat ball right at Chrisman. And again, I heard an out call. Sykes reached up to play.
Yeah, you could see her about halfway through her motion, hear that out call, tried to bring her hands back down, but the reaction time, it was just too little, too late to make it 10-5. Musselman on top in set number 2. Hedgesville leads 1-0. Bishop.
Yeah, Hedgesville just isn't sharp right at the moment, and that was like a soft roll. Oh my goodness, Fox comes through, and she just is completely on the right-hand side of the ball. Tough cut inside the 10 line.
Musselman up by 6, 11-5. Watcher serves.
Yeah, nothing Hedgesville. Oh my goodness, and another service mistake.
That makes it 11-6.
Yeah, Watcher's a senior. It's just struggling just a little bit right now, I think.
Beautiful block. And it's a point miscommunication on the Musselman end, makes it 11-7.
Yeah, the defense is all up in a coverage situation.
Cedar serves.
Perfect pass. Yeah, and see, Fox gets a single block on Hudson because the Musselman spreads the ball out. Hedgesville's playing very good. I mean, don't take anything away from Hedgesville. It's one of those situations where if you can get production from the 4 Applemen, whose names you don't call as often.
It's 12-7. Brown gets blocked. Cedars keeps it alive.
Look
Beautifully
at this.
done by Smith, and a free ball by Brown.
It started with the first dig by Cedars.
That goes through
Alice.
the block, though, and Alice gets the point, making it 13-7. Musselman up by 6.
Yeah, and that's the difference. When we saw Hedgesville sweep Musselman, we just saw set after set after set to Chrisman and McCoy. You know, and what's happening now is I think the passing is just a little bit better for Musselman, so they're able to move good sets to other players. And that's on the line. I think that was on the line. Brown had her foot on the line. There may have been a little left to right movement like a knuckleball, and you know, Brown did her job. It just moved just a little bit to the left at the last second.
Yep, it's now 14-7 Musselman. Miller again trying to attack, and another ace for the Applemen as Smith was unable to direct that pass towards a teammate. It's now an 8-point lead for Musselman in set 2.
Yeah, she serves the 5-6 seam between Brown and Smith. We used to call that husband and wife, lack of communication. And that's, oh my goodness, it's a service mistake. It's like every time Musselman has a chance to put their foot on the jugular, they make some kind of an unforced error, although Miller did have a nice service run there.
Makes it 15-8. Smith the serve for Hedgesville.
Outstanding server is Smith. She's high percentage.
They were in this position in set 1 and were able to come back, and there you go. They get another point to make it 15-9. Never count out the Eagles. Smith to serve again. Done again.
Oh, it's an overpass. And Brown, oh my goodness.
Home. It's now 15-10.
Brown eats that like a giant piece of apple pie on a Sunday afternoon. My goodness, it just hung right there for her to destroy. Ball's got a flat side now.
Serve.
Real high and tight. Yeah, it's real high and tight. There's nothing she can do with it. Watcher didn't get there quickly enough. It was not a terrible pass. The pass was actually pretty high.
That makes it 15-11.
Yeah, but you know, the situation is everyone knew that the ball had to go to McCoy because it was passed to the left side, and you got Fox and Alice stacked on the right side. Again, this is probably coming to McCoy.
That's a point, making it 16-11.
Yeah, but again, Hedgesville gets a touch. Hudson gets a little bit of a little piece of the ball, just enough actually to deflect it into a non-defensive posture. Tough for Sykes to bring that back up off that block. It's a good play by McCoy.
Apologize for those tuned in right now with the green on the left side of the screen. We're trying to get that taken away. Sykes to Brown. And that's out. It's a point for Hedgesville to make it 16-12.
Well, you know, we're right here in no man's land. So if you're Musselman, you can afford to trade points one at a time. If you're Hedgesville, what you'd like to do is start picking up some 2-for-1s. Okay, it's a good pass. She goes line.
Almost a pancake.
Yeah, and see, again, Musselman's content with this, trading.
17-12.
Now, Musselman serves well. They can press. If they take a 2-for-1 now, you start considering putting Hedgesville in a tough situation. You know, it'd be a 7-point or 6-point lead with 7 to go.
17-12 serve. It's long, but Brown keeps it alive. Sutherland off the block, and that's a point for Hedgesville to make it 17-13. As Bishop will check in for Cedars. Brown will serve for the Eagles. Brown serve.
It's got to be a free ball. Oh, my, real short free ball. Catches Musselman a little flat-footed. Yeah, and McCoy can't take an approach. It all starts with that first contact for Musselman. It actually crossed. We have such a...
I thought that was a point for Hedgesville, too. I didn't look at the official, as we probably should have to signal that point. But
we're in a very tough angle to see anything tight on the net.
McCoy serves. Ware over the block and over the playing area. It goes out, making it 19.
And it's a good decision by Dunnigan, the experience of the senior. She didn't open up. She let it go, and it's one of those situations where sometimes when you're a little bit amped up, you have to you reach for it. You don't want to reach.
Sutherland.
Good dig by Chrisman, but she's got to hustle back, and they go to McCoy from the 10 line.
Sutherland gets the kill for Hedgesville, making it 19-14. Ware to serve for Hedgesville, who needs to rally now in set number 2. Donegan. Sent behind.
That's in.
And that one.
Yeah, I thought it was
in on the
Whitford didn't like it.
side.
I mean, Coach Whitford had a better angle than we do. At first glance, I thought it was in, but again, we have a terrible angle for that.
Hedgesville fans not happy. It's now 20-14 Musselman. Donegan to serve.
Yeah, 6-point lead with 5 to go. Statistically, this is real tough for Hedgesville. Every point counts.
Bishop off block, and the pass over and out. Looks like it might have hit the up official. That makes it 20-15.
Yeah, any part of the net outside the plane of the antenna, the stanchion, any of those things are out. Lark's only option is to try and go up high and bring it away from the net.
Psych serve.
That's touch. Yeah, it was a good dig. There's 2. This is a free ball. And yeah, Brown just can't do anything with it.
21-15.
We got subs.
Timeout.
Oh, we do.
At least a timeout signaled, and it looks like we do have a timeout called in set number 2. We'll take it with them, a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back, Hedgesville High School, the venue for tonight's AAA Region 2, Section 1 championship match. We're in set number 2, 21-15. Musselman leads in this second set. Hedgesville took the first set 25-23. The Applemen trying to tie us up at 1 set apiece in the best-of-5 series. Bishop for Hedgesville over the block.
Good dig by Watcher.
Sykes sends it behind her. Donegan.
Perfect pass. She can go wherever she wants. This is Bishop. Bishop takes 9.
It makes it 21-16, so Hedgesville's timeout successful. But can they get a rally going?
Well, Cedars is another good server for Hedgesville at 91.5%. She has 26 aces on the season.
Her serve right down the middle.
Oh, and that's a shank pass. No play. There's your ace.
That makes it 21-17. This is right around the range that we saw things fall apart in set 1 for Musselman.
Yeah, Cedars has the second best service efficiency on the team. She makes very few errors. Another great serve. It's going to be a free ball. Perfect pass. Alice goes off block, and it's out. My goodness.
That makes it 22-17. Musselman up by 5, 3 points away from set victory, and they serve. It will be sophomore Allie Miller.
Yeah, Miller had a great service run last time.
And that's way out of play, making it 23-17 Musselman. service error for Musselman, making it 23-18.
Junior Smith's back to serve. No, I'm sorry, Alexis Smith, sophomore.
Alexis Smith serve to Dunnigan for Musselman. Watcher. McCoy through the block, and it's a point for Musselman to put them at match point now at 24-18.
Not match, set.
Or set point, yes.
You're getting
My
excited.
apologies. My apologies.
Getting excited. There's a lot of this left.
There is a lot of this left.
I think he's given Fox the chance after she's missed. I think she's missed 3 serves on the evening. She's missed her last 2 in a row. I think this is a chance for her to try and get some confidence back, and she does. She actually gets an ace from it.
Yep, that miss hit by Cedars, and set number 2 goes Musselman's way, 25-18, as we are now tied 1-1 heading into set number 3 after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Cody, thank you.
For what?
For your military service.
Oh, kid, it was an honor, and you're welcome.
What branch?
The Air Force.
My dad was a Marine.
Well, thank him for his service, too.
You should thank all the veterans out there listening.
I think you got that right, kid. You might be smart after all. Happy Veterans Day from our staff at Cody's Auto Body.
And McKenna.
Yeah, that little brat, too.
Cody! I'm not a brat.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
To Hedgesville High School as we head to set number 3 of this best of 5 for tonight's Section 1 championship in Region 2, Class AAA. Musselman takes set 2, and they tie things up against Hedgesville, who took set 1.
Yeah, it's a great matchup so far. Like I said, 2 big heavyweights. You got last year's regional champion Hedgesville hosting, who they swept earlier in the season. Last year's AAA state champion in Musselman, who has won the last 3 years in a row. And this is still anybody's match. We're tied at 1 apiece, and now it's a best of 3 sets to take home the sectional championship. We're back with Hedgesville serving first. And really, I think so far the difference has been the number of mistakes. I think that Musselman made more mistakes at the end of the first set. And then I think that Hedgesville just got just a tiny bit flat in the middle of the second set. And when they were in an opportunity to trade points at 2 for 1, they just couldn't seem to do that. And then got into a rotation at the end where Musselman was able to put it away. So if I'm Hedgesville at this point, I'm going to come out and try to do just like I did at the first set. Get Musselman out of system. Keep your foot on the gas pedal. You want to come out fast, serve and play defense, because Hedgesville touches every ball. And it's rare to see teams have that ability to be able to play defense like they do. When I coached, I was let the offense create the defense. 10 years, we won 3 state titles, and believe me, we worked on offense to defense a lot more than defense to offense. So it's great to see Smith here back to serve first for Hedgesville, and let's get this thing going.
So we wait for the officials to blow the whistle before we start set number 3. Smith with a serve to Dunnigan for Musselman. Watcher. Set to Binder. It's deflected off the block, and this time it goes into the rafters, but
off block.
Brown gets the point for Hedgesville to make it 1-0.
Yeah, Brown beats. Alice needs to penetrate the plane of the net. It was a good touch. Don't get me wrong. Good touch, her and Fox, but you've got to penetrate. Brown's going to blow that right through you.
Smith serving again for Hedgesville.
There's your ace. Oh, my goodness. Hedgesville gets a free ball. Got to use it. Not an ace.
Ware blocked, and it's a point for Musselman. You jinxed Hedgesville there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was for certain it was an ace. I mean, a shank pass. Dunnigan throws out a chicken wing and just does what she does and brings the ball back up and into play.
So it's 1-1. Fox will serve. Brown, Sykes.
Oh, my, this is going to – oh, yeah. I thought she was going to wail. Like, I thought that Brown was just going to hit the crap out of the ball. I joked in the last set that she hit the ball so hard that it's got a flat side, and she came up real aggressive with her approach and just completely changed.
I completely agree with you. I thought that we were about to see a screamer, but I don't know if maybe it was a miss hit or if she intended to do that, but either way, it's a point for Hedgesville, making it 2-1. That's all that matters, is that you get the point, and they get another one as that one goes off the block of McCoy. Hedgesville's leads now 3-1 in set 3.
Yeah, Ware had the advantage. She knew she was going to dump that, so it almost looked like the way that her head moved, she peeked over to see where McCoy was and decided to try and take her on the line side. Remember, she just got roofed 2 points earlier.
McCoy off the tape. Coach Whitford says that never went over. I think I might agree with her, as this time it does go over off the block, and it's a point for Musselman, making it 3-2. But what did you see earlier?
Yeah.
I thought that stayed on Musselman's side, and it should have been a Hedgesville point.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And, I mean, Coach Whitford standing right there, she immediately reacted to it. And that, for me, it becomes the tell, because, you know, sometimes you see just like the out call earlier, no one on the Hedgesville side reacted.
It's 3-2. Hedgesville, and that an overpass.
That's the fireworks I thought we were going to see earlier.
Time.
And that's she gets a kill on it. And Lark only had one play with that. Okay, she's running towards the bleachers. She had to bring the ball back and away from the ref's chair. She can run across the plane of the center line out of bounds, but she has to come back through from the area in which she went out of play.
So it's now 4-2, Hedgesville. Brown serves, and it's over the head of the Allie Miller, who goes with a matrix move, and letting that go by her.
Yeah, very aggressive serve. Good serve by Brown, just a little bit deep.
It's 4-3.
And we saw McCoy actually serve last time. This time we're coming back to the Maddie Shelton. High percentage server. She sprints to her defensive base.
It's a point for Musselman to tie us up at 4-all.
Yeah, Emmy Bishop got caught in serve receive. If I'm Shelton, I'm serving the 5-6 seam. She serves a deep 5.
And it's out of play. Point Hedgesville, making it 5-4.
Good decision by Hedgesville. Let it go. They chase the ball to the line. I like that. That's good technique. If you chase the ball to the line, put your foot on the line, you know for certain that the ball's out. And Ware has had a good night at the service end line. See what she does.
Ware serves that one even longer than the last one.
My goodness.
We're tied at 5-5.
And she gets just a little bit under it.
Donegan drops that one in play. Bishop off block. Quickly sent over by Brown.
Chrisman, is she going to go line or angle?
And that one is out. Musselman trying to call, saying it was tipped, but it was not. It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 6-5 Eagles.
Yeah, I was watching the ball closely. I did not see anything that suggested a touch. No change to the spin or trajectory.
Sykes to serve.
I mean, just a good serve, real flat. Lark has to adjust and gets a kill. Sykes has to move from the serve. She was a little bit left of center, sprints to the base, and it was just a high, flat swing by Lark.
We're tied back up in set number 3. 6 apiece is the score.
Yeah, so this is that front row that Musselman capitalized on a little bit earlier. You got Bishop at the 4, Hudson at the 3, and Jennings at the 2.
And that goes off the tape from Watcher, and it's another ace for the Applemen.
Yeah,
7-6.
Hudson and Jennings are standing right there. Puts a lot of pressure on Bishop. You know, you could slide Jennings back just a little bit and at least show that you're going to take that first touch. It's a good serve, deep 5. Bishop plays it as well as she can.
At almost an overpass, has to be played backwards, and it's just sent over for a free ball. Bishop over the block. Dunnigan keeps it alive on the Musselman end, but another just dump over, but out of position was Sykes, and it's a point for Musselman, making it 8-6.
Yeah, Musselman was completely out of system on the previous 2 plays. They tossed the ball up in the air to McCoy, and she gets a kill from about 12 feet from the net. Oh, it's a deep serve for Watcher. This has been the theme for Musselman, just too many mistakes.
8-7 now.
Hedgesville in a position right now where they can do something. We like the way Cedar serves. She's been very aggressive, and she's a high percentage server. Exactly who you want on the end line right now at 7-8.
Serve by Cedars goes to McCoy.
And it's not a good pass. This is trouble.
Brown. Into the net it goes. It's now 9-8, point for Musselman. Miller will sub in for Chrisman and serve. Brown. That just tipped up. Trying to set it up was Sykes for Hudson.
Yeah, it was real flat and high up the second third of the net, top third of the net. So there wasn't much that Sykes could do. Just try to bring it back.
It's now a 10-7 lead for Musselman.
I'm actually surprised Miller doesn't serve the 1. She's going right at Brown. The ball can come back to Brown. Oh, my, that's 2 unforced errors for Brown. And it's a timeout, Hedgesville.
11-7, Musselman leads in set number 3 of the best of 5 as we're tied at 1 set apiece. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School. We're in set number 3 of this sectional championship. 11-7, Musselman leads Hedgesville. As the timeout concludes, Hedgesville has 1 left. Musselman still has its 2 timeouts remaining. Miller for Musselman will serve.
Comes right back to Brown. It's a little tight. Oh, my goodness, and a mistake on the free ball. Good dig by Smith. And a tough set. Both teams struggling just a little bit. And then Alice, oh my goodness, good dig. Great block by Hedgesville.
And off the block, kept alive by McCoy. Sykes for Brown. Over the block to Dunnigan. Watcher.
Oh, it's a little up speed.
Over the block. Beautiful dig by Smith. Now a free ball. And that's a point for Musselman, making it 12-7 as that was tough. Hedgesville was still trying to scramble into position after the last beautiful dig by Smith. The set by Sykes, she just couldn't get back in time to the right spot.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Both teams were just struggling so much to get some kind of in-system play.
That service error gives the point to Hedgesville, making it 12-8. Alexa Smith to serve.
Oh, what a great serve by Smith.
Brown.
Off block. Here we go.
Making it 12-9.
Yeah, see, this is the advantage. Hedgesville, when they get that good first touch, run their offense, you almost, by comparison, Hedgesville has more big swings when you look at Bishop in the mix, and that's why I've been saying Bishop takes the night. I think she's one of those key players, but in that case, it was just another great play.
Overpass from McCoy.
Oh, there's no one there.
Smith tried to keep that one alive with Sykes, but couldn't get there. It's a point for Musselman, making it 13-9.
Collis, the sophomore, is in. So you got Alice, the freshman, Collis, the sophomore, and McCoy, the junior.
And another service error.
That's Fox.
For Musselman.
Fox had 2 good runs in the back row, and then comes back and does that, which is what happened at the end of the first set.
It's now 13-10. Musselman still in control in set 3. It's Kylie Ann East serving for Hedgesville.
Oh, my.
That one way off the mark, making it 13-11. The ball has to be retrieved from about 5, maybe 6 rows up on the bleachers.
Yeah, I don't know if McCoy expected that to be that high and outside. Either the approach was not correct or the set was all miscommunication, and Kylie Ann East misses a serve.
Yep, that goes directly into the net, making it 14-11, Musselman.
This is still a very good front row for Hedgesville. You got Brown attacking, you got Ware and Sutherland. And what we've seen in the past is Sutherland will stay outside sometimes and take the first swing. See what they do. And yep, Sutherland transition. She's outside. Looks like it's going to be to her. She comes in fast and drops the ball right over Lark. Hutzler, Musselman's had a lot of problems at the defensive 1 base. The setters have not been covering off block. And when you see the attacker, even if it's a 6-foot outside middle in Sutherland, if they're coming at the net fast with 2 hands up, you got to read the dump.
It's 14-12, Hedgesville serving to Musselman.
This is an overpass. And now East is in trouble. Brown plays it well. Shoot outside. McCoy nets it. I don't think it went. Yeah. Down official immediately signaled Hedgesville ball.
That makes it 14-13. Musselman will use its first timeout of set number 3 as they only lead by 1 now. We'll take the timeout with them, a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WVU Medicine introduces Walk-In Wednesdays. The Human Resources Department at the WVU Medicine Corporate Center in Martinsburg will host Walk-In Wednesdays every Wednesday in October. A WVU Medicine recruiter will be on site 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to answer questions about positions that are available and assist those who submit applications via Workday. The WVU Medicine Corporate Center is located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. For more info, contact sarah.hamlin at wvumedicine.org.
Welcome back after Musselman's timeout in set number 3 of the best-of-5 series. Tonight's sectional championship matchup between Musselman and Hedgesville.
Hedgesville's on a 7-2 run right now. Both teams have missed 1 serve in that 7-2 run.
Bishop trying to tie things up. It goes off the net.
She does.
Able to do so. We're knotted up at 14.
Yeah, the set was actually a little bit low to the outside to Bishop, and she got there and was able to make a play.
The Hedgesville student section in front of us comes to life trying to get behind the Eagles.
Yeah, and it's a home crowd for Hedgesville. They outnumber the Musselman fans at least 2-1. And there's an ace, husband and wife.
Dunnigan and Miller, and Hedgesville takes a 15-14 lead in set 3. Gracie Brown gets the ball back to serve for Hedgesville, trying to extend the Eagle lead. At the Dunnigan for Musselman. Set for McCoy, and it's blocked. Right back to McCoy, and she couldn't do anything with it. It's a point for Hedgesville, who now takes a 16-14 lead.
Yeah, McCoy was standing out of bounds, which is the tough part of that. It's great defense by Hedgesville. Sutherland's all over it on Ware, and actually Sutherland said she didn't touch it, so it's all Ware, and McCoy loses at the game of dodgeball.
Dunnigan.
Man, great serve by Brown.
They go back to McCoy. Ware tips it, kept alive. Bishop over the block and in play. 17-14. There goes Hedgesville up by 3 in set 3.
Yeah, Bishop was one of my players to watch. I definitely thought that she could have an impact on this match. And right now in this set, she definitely has had an impact. She's had 2 pivotal kills as Hedgesville extends the lead.
Brown sends it short. And McCoy, Brown.
Great dig.
Sutherland saw the angle and gets another point off the kill for Hedgesville. And it's 18-14, and Musselman will use its last timeout at set number 3. It's all Eagles right now. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School as Hedgesville is taking control in set number 3, up by 4 on Musselman.
Yeah, I like the play, the way that they ran the offense. Sutherland went behind the setter, and just little dynamics like that are what can confuse a defense. I just don't think you can tip against a Hedgesville team, expect to win.
Ware, Miller, set up behind. And that's a point for Musselman by Lark, making it 18-15.
And because they set McCoy so many times in a row, Sutherland was kind of frozen, maybe even cheating to the right side. She gets a single block opportunity against Bishop, and Lark takes advantage.
And McCoy will stay in for Musselman to serve this time. Their serve, knuckles down. Brown was ready for it, and that hit just out of play by Sutherland. It's now 18-16. Hedgesville only up by 2.
Yeah, and I think every eye in the gym went to Lines people looking for a touch. The ball was just hit just a little bit flat to the left side.
Brown. Kylie
Back
Ames.
set to Ware.
She through the block, and it's a point as that one goes underneath the net. It's 19-16. Hedgesville up by 3 on Musselman. This Ware will get set to serve for the Eagles.
Not going to jinx Ware this time. Last time I said she had a great serve, and she centered about 20 feet deep. Great serve that time. My goodness.
That's blocked. Dunnigan somehow keeps that one alive. And an overpass gets the point for Musselman. 19-17 now.
Yeah, and that's a tough ask for Evelyn Jennings to go head-to-head against Chrisman in a joust situation, and I think that she expected maybe Chrisman to be a little bit more aggressive, and instead she just redirected it past Jennings.
Dunnigan set up. That one's long and out. 20-17 now, Hedgesville, where he takes a 3-point edge over Musselman.
Yeah, Chrisman likes to swing that angle side, just didn't snap and follow through enough. Sent it deep. Good recognition by Hedgesville to play not to play the out ball.
It's Addison Sykes to serve.
Might have been able to call hands. Oh no, and Hedgesville. And I really thought you could have called hands that time on Hutzler, and instead Hedgesville gets called for a net violation, which I actually did not see.
I believe they called it on Hudson just because of her facial expression afterwards, but either way, 20-18. Hedgesville leads. Bishop off the block. Dunnigan. Watcher.
Uh-oh.
That's blocked, kept alive, and just dumped over.
Overpass. Here we go. Bishop. Net violation, Musselman.
So that's a point for Hedgesville to make it 21-18.
The net violation I thought was called on Chrisman.
Three-point lead for Hedgesville, 4 points away from taking set 3 and also taking a 2-1 set lead in the sectional championship. Served by Cedars, low, and out of play. Ace for Hedgesville to make it 22-18 as Chrisman just got a little too conservative, didn't want to risk diving into the bench, which is understandable, but it also costs her team a point. Cedars to Dunnigan, watch her. Tipped over the block, and a beautiful dive and dig by Brown. Overpass. Great job by Smith.
Gracie Brown is just everywhere.
The Eagles are soaring.
Everywhere.
Oh my goodness. And unfortunate for Hedgesville. All of that hard work for nothing on that time. It's a point for Musselman, making it 22-19, but Hedgesville was every inch of that court on their side that time around.
Yeah, and that's what they do. I mean, Hedgesville just plays outstanding defense. And don't get me wrong, I mean, they got a ton of offensive ability, but their defense is just phenomenal.
But that time, it's a line drive to Brown. It goes into the net. It's an ace for the Applemen, making it 22-20, and Hedgesville will call a timeout.
I like that timeout call.
Let's keep it here and get your thoughts. We're about halfway through this match. Has it met your expectations, Jim?
Absolutely. I love this. And I'll tell you, I agree with Coach Whitford. There are times where, in a heavyweight battle like this where you're back and forth, and every point counts. So for me, calling the timeout right now means that you're preserving the lead. Even though it's your last timeout, calling it at 22-20 when you're in a position of assertion and you have the opportunity to side out. When you side out at 23-20, boy, oh boy, you're only 2 points away from the set if you can stop this serve. And missing a serve off a timeout is something that you practice situationally. So Miller's got to put this ball in play.
It's 22-20. Hedgesville leads. Miller's serve for Musselman. Goes to Brown. Sykes back for Brown, and there she goes. It's a point for Hedgesville. The timeout works, making it 23-20. And who else but Gracie Brown to get the job done for that point?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Whitford did exactly what she needed to do, and Hedgesville responded. And remember, Brown had about 4 dig attempts in the previous play, so the timeout at that point was probably a good idea, maybe even gave a little bit of a break. Oh, and there's an ace for a set point.
McCoy mishits that one. It's now 24-20. Hedgesville with a set point opportunity now. It's Alexa Smith serving again, trying to get Hedgesville set number 3. It's Hedgesville High School quiets during the serve. Dunnigan.
Perfect pass.
Washer set behind. Off the block. Kept alive. It's Ware. Just dumping that one over. Musselman trying to capitalize.
She's so early.
And even though it was early, they still somehow got the point to make it 24-21. Both teams out of timeouts here, so you can't freeze anything. But it all is in the hands of
Ashley
Fox for Musselman, trying to get them to rally back in set 3.
And she's had a tough night serving, but she gets that one.
That one sent long. 24-22 now is the score. And Fox will serve again.
Yeah, keep in mind, 2 more points are not enough because the side out's still a set point. Fox has got to score 3 more.
Serve to Cedar. Smith.
Brown's going to roll this.
It's off the block.
Yeah, a little bit more aggressive than what I expected. Great swing.
McCoy. Brown again over the block this time she goes. And in 2, Sykes thought that Smith was going for it, so she backed away. And Smith thought she was going for it, so the miscommunication gets the point for Musselman. It's now 24-23.
Yeah, both teams have used both of their timeouts, so. Oh,
Fox
my goodness.
Brown.
Deep flat served. Good save.
Brown for the win. It's in. They get set 3, 25-23, take a 2-1 set lead in the sectional championship, and we'll head to the 4th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer, but
But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School as we head to the fourth set in the best of five. It is Hedgesville now leading 2-1 over Musselman here in the AAA Region 2 Section 1 Championship. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back to the studio is Dylan Bishop. What an ending there. It looked like for a split second Musselman was able to come back. It was 24-21. Fox made it 24-23 for Musselman. Well, that's where it ended by the hand of Gracie Brown, making it 25-23.
Yeah, Musselman just dug the hole a little too deep. Hedgesville did exactly what they needed to do. They kept the pressure on at the right times. And, again, I really like the idea of Coach Whitford calling the timeout at 22-20. I think that timeout was the absolute right time to go. And what really happened in the middle of that set is where it was decided. Hedgesville had an 11-7 lead, and Musselman had an 11-7 lead, and Hedgesville actually went on a 7-2 run. Both teams had a missed serve in that 7-2 run, which nullify each other, cancel out, and Hedgesville was able to re-seize momentum and ultimately prevail in set number 3. Now, for set number 4, the ball comes back to Musselman. Miller has had a good service night. Should be the first server for Musselman. Hedgesville has got to make a good first touch here. Try to take the ball back. Don't give any momentum up.
Both these teams already clinched spots in the regional tournament that will take place on Saturday. And all you have to do is win your first match in that regional to advance the states. However, this one, as Miller serves, does matter because not only it's a sectional championship, the voting for the seeding at states 1 through 16, even though only 8 of that 16 make it, is submitted after these matches for the sectional championship tonight throughout the Mountain State, as the first point goes to Hedgesville, making it 1-0.
Yeah, trouble from the defensive base, the one base, the setting position, which has happened quite frequently here so far this evening. Perfect pass for Miller. And Alice comes out aggressive, and the ball's called in. And Whitford argues that ball is not in.
Makes it 1-1 in set number 4. It's Fox to serve now for Musselman. And that just wobbles its way over as Brown.
It's a kill. That's on the line.
And that's a point for Hedgesville to make it 2-1. That, from our angle, was very close to hitting the antenna, but I think it just hit the tape just to the right of that antenna. It's 2-1. Hedgesville with the point and the serve. It's Kylie Ann East serves to McCoy. McCoy over the block. Beautiful set for Brown off the block of Musselman. Dunnigan dives for it, keeps it alive for the Appleman.
Through the block.
Splits the block. Kylie Ann East again for Brown. That time she takes a little bit off of it. That goes off the block. And here we go, back and forth. Sit back and enjoy the show, everybody. Both teams trading blows here.
Got to be a roll
in this rally.
My goodness. Tough angle to swing. And Sutherland with a great approach and a great swing. She just misses. Man, just a great offensive series for both teams.
That makes it 2-2.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a long rally. A lot of time went into that. We're an hour and a half into this match, and we're only in set 4. Early in set 4.
And an ace for the Applemen, making it 3-2 as that one just floats its way in between. Nobody goes for it. And falls in.
2 sophomores. Keep in mind, we're going to get to see them for another 2 years. Smith and Brown, you'll be hearing those names.
And that one off the net, rolls down on Musselman's side. The service error ties us at 3-all. Gracie Brown to serve.
It's a great front row. This is my favorite front row for Hedgesville. Got all kinds of size, ability to block. You can get offense from all 3 rotations. Brown plays real good defense, too, in the back row. She likes to hit that back row attack.
Ware puts it into the net. It's a point for Musselman.
And that's kind of that's an unforced error. Ware's way off the net. Tried to go with a little bit more angle.
Checking in for Musselman is Maddie Shelton, and she'll serve. Bishop sends a deep free ball to Dunnigan.
Can go anywhere they want. It's up-tempo. Yeah, see, Chrisman goes angle. It's a little bit easier for the defense to predict. Oh, and Collis reaches. Chrisman's right there.
We're tied at 4. It's Ware to serve. That one.
I don't know if that was well played or not.
The ladies of the Applemen in between the two, McCoy and Dunnigan.
Yeah, for 1 second they made eye contact like, okay, is it in or out? And, yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
5-4, Musselman leads in set 4. Kylie Ann East sends it for Sutherland, and it's blocked. Beautifully done, it looked like, by Ashley Fox. I think that had more of the piece of that block, making it 6-4.
Yeah, I agree with you. The ball looked like it was hit more angle side, and Fox got enough of it to redirect back across the net. Again, it's a great swing by Parker Sutherland. I have no problems with that offense. I'd run that time and time again. Got no outside hitter. Yep, Chrisman got tied up.
And that never went over. It's a point for Hedgesville to make it 6-5.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, everybody just kind of got caught in no transition land. So Lark could not get back to come forward to swing, and Chrisman was stuck in the middle of the play, so there was no outside hitter.
And that one, it's a point for Musselman, making it 7-5.
Yeah, I didn't see a touch call, but I thought that there was actually a touch off block. Sounded like it.
Watcher to serve. Bishop. Sykes for Brown, and Brown sends it short off the net.
Got to come in.
That's blocked.
Alice, I think, was a little bit late. You know, you're asking your outside hitter to set the ball 25 feet across, and Alice needs to get there a lot quicker.
Makes it 7-6. Musselman only up by 1. Hedgesville to serve. Cedars. Beautiful serve.
Fox had to take that. Good roll, good play by Cedars. And the senior Jennings gets a kill off block.
And we're tied at 7 in set 4.
Yeah, if Hedgesville can pull out this win, I wonder if the standings flip, if they'll flip tomorrow coming into Saturday. That was blocked. I think that was blocked. Yeah, Hudson's reacting like it was blocked.
Hedgesville takes the lead off the block at 8-7. Again, if they win this set, they're champions of the section. Off the block, overpass, and that's sent long. Pleading for a deflection is Musselman, but they don't get it. It's a point for Hedgesville. 9-7. Hedgesville now up by 2. Some confusion on the rotation of Musselman. Let's see if they have it. Looks like they do.
And they get an
They
ace
don't
out
have
of
the
it.
hit.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, my. No, it didn't go.
Even if it would have, Gracie Brown was waiting for a beach volleyball to just deflate it into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no one in a coverage position. If the ball would have crossed the net, Brown could have deposited it wherever she wanted.
It's 10-7 now, Hedgesville. Up by 3, Cedars.
Another great serve.
That is beautifully blocked by Brown. It's 11-7, and a timeout will be called by Musselman's Sean Marks. Let's take a 30-second break alongside him. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Back at Hedgesville High School, set number 4 of the AAA Region 2 Section 1 Championship. It's 2-1, Hedgesville on top of Musselman. Set number 4, it's 11-7, Hedgesville leads Musselman. A free ball sent by the Applemen.
Yeah, Gracie Brown's calling for it right away.
That just unable to get a set up for Hudson with Sykes, and it's a point off the timeout for Musselman, making it 11-8. Almost just looked like Sykes lost her footing there trying to set that one. Brown. Sykes again. Off her hand, and it's a point for Musselman, making it 11-9.
Yeah, Musselman almost has to go 2 for 1. I mean, especially because at the end of the set, they've made some errors in the previous set. So
Sykes with a beautiful set that time to Brown off the tape. Watcher calls off her teammates, almost under the net, but she stays out of the way, and that over the head of Sykes off Cedars' hands. It's another point for Musselman to make it 11-10 now as they're trying to storm back after the timeout.
Yeah, Hedgesville just calm down. Just got to get a pass. Give Gracie Brown a chance to take a big swing. Or for that matter, even a misdirection. Come back to Jennings. She can do it.
They set up Brown, and Brown goes into the net, and we're tied 11-all in set 4.
Yeah, and the pass made the play predictable because Hudson got picked, so she didn't have an opportunity to swing. It would be a real tough back set to Jennings, so everything was rested on Brown in that case.
Miller goes into the net to end Musselman's 4-point run.
It just feels like the way that the evening has gone, whenever Musselman has had some type of a mini run, something like that has happened, with the exception being in that second set.
12-11 Hedgesville. Watcher to the opposite end for McCoy, and they get called with the hands on the set to make it 13-11 Hedgesville. Smith will serve again for the Eagles. The serve. McCoy. Watcher. Back to McCoy off the block of Ware, and she gets the roof, making it 14-11 Hedgesville. The momentum on the side of the home team in the blue and gold are 11 points away now from being champions of Section 1. Smith. McCoy. Watcher. Tipped over. Ware keeps it alive on Hedgesville side. Sykes for Brown. Dunnigan.
It's tight. Watcher's got to get there. Alice with a good swing. She gets a kill out of that.
Yep, that just goes off the net, and Hudson's unable to make a play on it. It makes it 14-12.
Yeah, the ball was hit so deep. And I almost don't know if it was touched. Again, we have a real tough angle to see touches on the Hedgesville side.
Serve.
Fox with another missed serve. It's been just a tough night for Fox.
Making it 15-12, Hedgesville off the error.
It almost looked like she tried to take something off of it and then got underneath the ball. Forced, ended up sailing on her, but just a real tough time for that. Just a chance for Kylie Ann East to capitalize.
Her serve goes to Miller. Dunnigan.
Yeah, not a good pass. Out of system.
McCoy over the block to Smith. An overpass into the net, but somehow Sutherland is able to dump it deep. That's over the block. Hedgesville with the offense now. It's Brown, but Dunnigan's waiting for her.
See, this is 3 in a row to McCoy. It becomes predictable.
But she gets the point. Third time's a charm to make it 15-13. Hedgesville still up by 2 in set 4.
Yeah, she gets the point. Smith was in the right position. She just didn't anticipate the touch off block. And, she committed with the run through and ended up being the touch just carried it past her.
Hutzler serving now for Musselman. Trails by 2 in set 4. Smith. Into the net it goes, and Jennings just couldn't get that one to hit off her hands and back into a teammate. So we're at 15-14 now in set 4.
Yeah, if you're going to play the ball off the net, you got to go real low if you're a setter. Got to go real low.
Goes out. It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 16-14 as Brown now to serve for Hedgesville. So Gracie Brown will serve.
Your Brown's had a good night serving. Oh my goodness.
And it's a service error to make it 16-15.
Yeah, that's tough.
You jinxed him again.
Nah, yeah. I stand by my statement. It just ended right before that serve.
Ada McCoy to serve now for Musselman. Her serve. Rescued by Brown. Will keep it alive for Hedgesville. Musselman on the attack, trying to tie things up. And they do at 16-all.
Yeah, and that was a tough situation. I'm surprised Hedgesville actually didn't come away with that point because Crispin got tied up at the net. She almost did some kind of a weird jump bump type situation, then had to turn and run and get off the net. She couldn't take her full approach. Just found the spot.
The Mangler serves to Brown and spins around now, and it's Bishop sending it to Dunnigan. Dunnigan set off the block now, and it's a point for Musselman by Crispin, giving the Applemen a 17-16 lead here in set 4.
Yeah, now is where you wonder when Coach Whitford will use that first timeout. I can't imagine it goes beyond one more point if Musselman can pull one out.
And it's out right at the feet of Coach Whitford. We're now tied back up. 17-all is your score in set 4. Where to serve. Dunnigan. Set up, and that one was right at the net and just shoved over by Jennings. Jennings off the block. Takes a weird roll. Now Musselman scrambles. Brown calling for help.
It's got to be a free ball.
She has to send the free ball.
Perfect pass. You can do whatever you want with it. Oh, my goodness. Another free ball.
Both teams right now scrambling to try to get its offense set.
Hedgesville just plays such good defense.
It's another free ball. And it's dumped in 2. And the dump in 2
doesn't
works
go.
Out for Musselman to make it an 18-17 lead for the Applemen.
Watch Dunnigan serve in the 5 side. There it is, right at the 5.
Bishop, off block, Dunnigan. Hutzler. Over the block to Brown.
Good dig by Brown.
Bishop over the block this time. McCoy. Down ball. Overpass almost in the net, but Bishop able to somehow, some way find the space. And we're tied up at 18.
Yeah, and she dropped it right in on the elbow of the 10 line. Just such great touch by the freshman. The freshman, Bishop.
Great angle, too, from left to right.
Absolutely.
Sykes, Dunnigan. Lark blocked, and she touches it. It would have been out, but she tips it. It's a point for Hedgesville because of that. They now lead 19-18 in set 4. Again, it's a 2-1 set lead for Hedgesville. They win this set, they're champions. Musselman, if they can come back, would force a winner-take-all set 5.
Oh my goodness, Sykes, it's just a great serve.
Brown sends this one high. Bishop.
Oh, some miscommunication. Got to talk.
Free ball.
Perfect pass by Dunnigan. Can do whatever you want.
Off the block.
Oh my goodness, Smith with an incredible dig.
And
Sykes can't get there. Bishop can't get there.
(19-19). Hedgesville trying to make as much noise as possible to get into the head of Watcher, who serves for Musselman. Brown. Sykes up for Bishop of Hedgesville, and it's tipped into the air, and it's a point for the Eagles. They take a 20-19 lead now in set 4. Bishop tries to fire up her teammates, taking a seat with her on the bench. Cedars to serve. McCoy.
Yeah, not a great pass. This is going to be some kind of an awkward, real awkward swing.
It's now a 2-point lead, 21-19, and a timeout will be called by Coach Martz.
His final timeout.
It's his final timeout at set number 4. We'll keep it here. It's 21-19. Hedgesville 4 points away from being crowned champions of Section 1.
Yeah, and Musselman's been on the ropes this entire set. They were down 7-11, down 19-21, so they've lost from the first time out. It's been a 12-10 run for Hedgesville.
Winner of this one will play the runner-up of Section 2, as those championship also taking place tonight. That is Jefferson hosting Hampshire. Winner of that will play the runner-up of this one. Serve, 21-19 Hedgesville. And it's now 21-20. The timeout works for Coach Martz and Musselman. They're only down 1 now. Chrisman gets the point, goes to the bench. Miller to serve after she checks in.
Chrisman goes line side, beats the block on the line side, which...
something we haven't seen from her typically. I know earlier you were saying she typically goes the angle as the serve by Miller. Brown over the block, and Watcher somehow gets that one alive.
Oh, that short tip has not worked at all.
Miller was waiting for that one.
Oh, it's low, real low. And again, a short tip ends up in a tough situation.
They're going Brown again. It's blocked. Hudson. Brown calling for it. The awkward angle. Dunnigan. Miller. That's beautiful to McCoy, and we're tied up at 21.
Yeah, that is just a crazy section. The whole rally.
And that will force Whitford to call a timeout. As we're now tied up 21-21 in set number 4. What a match we've had so far tonight. Back and forth, back and forth. It's a 2-1 lead as now Musselman faithful trying to get behind the Appleman. Hedgesville's student section trying to respond even louder. Set number 4 of a best of 5. Hedgesville up 2-1 over the defending state champion Musselman Appleman. Trying to get the sectional championship over Musselman for the first time in a while, even though Hedgesville did take regionals last year. It was Musselman taking sectionals. And then eventually the state championship as well. Miller, Brown, Sykes behind, over towards the bleachers, and that's an ace for the Applemen. who now lead 22-21 in set 4.
Yeah, Coach Whitford does have one remaining timeout. Obviously, I didn't think she would take one back-to-back, but Coach March does not have timeouts remaining.
Sykes to Brown. Off the block, Dunnigan. Awkward hit. Somehow kept
some kind
alive.
of roll. Yeah, soft roll. Oh, on a back set, Jennings gets the swing. Oh, and she just misses.
That's as close as it gets.
Yeah.
It's a point for Musselman, who now are up by 2, 23-21. It's been a 4-point run, I believe, for them.
Yeah, no one was there, too. Jennings, she could have sealed that.
Sykes.
It's low, it's low.
Brown.
Not the greatest set by Sykes. And Alice gets a kill to give a set point to Musselman.
24-21.
There's the last timeout.
There's that final timeout for Hedgesville. We'll take it with them. A 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back. A set point opportunity for Musselman. They lead Hedgesville 24-21 in set 4. Brown for Hedgesville. Cedars back over for Brown. She sends it over to Musselman's side, who's trying to capitalize and force a crucial set 5.
They're relying a lot on Gracie Brown.
And they call that one in. Musselman irate in that call. Everybody on their side saying it's out, trying to plead to the head referee, who stands frozen, going with his line judge, who emphatically says, yes, that was 100% in. It's now 24-22. Hedgesville, though, with the pressure on, having to have perfection here from Alexa Smith.
Yeah, and Smith's super high percentage server, too. One of the best on the team at 91.7.
Coy almost runs into Duggan. Now a Mangler trying to get the kill, unsuccessful. It's Brown off the block and out. And you're correct, that was deflected. It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 24-23.
Neither team has timeouts.
Yeah, I almost thought that March thought he had one. Now realizing he doesn't, so he has to go back to his bench. Smith. McCoy.
Oh, perfect pass. Do whatever you want.
And it's off the block into the stands, and we have a set 5 coming up as Musselman takes set 4, 25-23. Let's step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School for the Class AAA Region 2 Section 1 Championship. Best of 5 sets. It is 2-2 between Musselman and Hedgesville. What else would anyone expect for a sectional championship between these two cross-county rivals? Two of the best in the state of West Virginia, and we will have A set number 5, winner take all, first to at least 15, unless we have to have a win by 2 scenario. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. Nick Verzolini's our cameraman. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop.
Yeah, three of these four sets have gone to a 25-23 final. So anything can happen here in this 5th set. These teams are so evenly matched, with the second set being the only point differential other than 2 at its conclusion. So very interesting thing to watch right here. What we're going to see is going to happen. And you know, in the sets where you're playing less points, my goodness, the emphasis on every point matters. Down 7-11 can be catastrophic, like Musselman was in the last set, yet somehow came back and went on the 6-2 run to finish that set.
Not sure who won the coin toss here to get the first serve of set number 5. The way it looks like everybody's standing around, I think it might be Hedgesville that gets the serve. Both liberos will check in, and actually it looks like I was incorrect on my last statement. It will be Musselman serving as the ball over on the Appleman side and given to Allie Miller to serve first here in the winner-take-all set number 5. Miller puts the ball into the air, and here we go. Brown gets the first point of set 5 to Hedgesville.
Yeah, Brown emphatically goes boom, resembling the sound that the ball make after the point of contact. My goodness.
I think it was even louder than your boom there for sure.
My goodness.
We don't want to hurt anybody's ears, though. Kylie Ann East serves now for Hedgesville. Dunnigan. Watch her behind her back. Places it to McCoy. And that goes right at Brown, and she could not handle that one. We're tied at 1. Both kills from arguably the 2 best each team has to offer so far in set 5. Brown and McCoy doing battle.
Oh my, that was sailing.
Brown blocked by McCoy. She thought she had the point. And she does, as 4 called against Hedgesville to make it 2-1.
Yeah, Brown just lays out on every point. She just gives it her all. She's such an impressive athlete. To think she's only a sophomore,
yes.
Got a lot of fun ahead of us over the next 2 years.
Yep, no matter what sport it is, she's fun to watch.
Good play by Kylie Ann East, bringing that back into play.
Through the block off the hands of Smith. Point Musselman, who now has a 3-1 lead in set 5.
Hedgesville just needs to get a pass. Just got to get a pass. Very capable with Parker Sutherland out there hitting that first ball on the left side.
Ashley Fox will serve.
And Fox has missed some tonight.
That goes to Brown. Kylie Ann East over the opposite end for Sutherland, and it's out. 4-1 Musselman. Fox to serve again. Smith. Back to the opposite side. Sutherland. McCoy over the block. This time it's Gracie Brown. And she gets the point. Just floats that one over the block. Finessed to make it 4-2.
Yeah, the tip. Brown's just very smart. And McCoy was there. She just kind of hung up just a little bit, like she thought maybe the ball was going to come off block or something. I don't know.
It's now Brown to serve. And it's too powerful, making it 5-2 Musselman. Musselman now 10 points away from being the champions of the section. Yet again here.
And this is one of those situations where Hutzler could serve the 5 side. That seam between Smith and Bishop's wide open. That's where she goes, but misses deep.
Back-to-back service errors now, alternating points as Musselman and Hedgesville. It's now 5-3. Hedgesville serves. It's Ware getting ready to do so. Now we have a stoppage as she's actually going to be subbed for.
It's Ryder.
And Ryder will check in for Ware. I don't think I've called her name yet.
No, I don't think so either. Boy, put a lot of pressure on the junior. And she performed.
Brown. Sutherland off block, keeps it alive, but overhits it while doing so. That's a point for Musselman to make it 6-3. Two substitutions getting ready to come from Musselman. One of them being Chrisman up front. The other will be Maddie Shelton, who goes back to serve. Bishop, Guylian East over for Brown. Put everything she could behind that one, and somehow Musselman kept it alive, but has to send a free ball. Free ball almost got him a point. Now Hedgesville has to respond with a free ball of its own.
Oh, it's real low. My goodness, that's a setting mistake.
Off block, kept alive by Chrisman, who almost had that one hitter.
Both teams struggling right in that little mini series. And then it ends with Sutherland slamming the door.
Yep, they go with the quick set and kill, making it 6-4. And it's worked a few times tonight for them as she goes to the bench. As checking in for her will be Addison Sykes to serve. But I like that quick offense. Doesn't allow a block to be set up on the Musselman side.
Yeah, the middle's got to go nose to nose, or a nose to hand, really, is what the way that you should set that block. But you got to go with the attacker.
Sykes back to McCoy for Musselman. Chrisman.
Great dig by Smith. That was touched off block.
Bishop now off the tape, and they say it was in. Point Hedgesville to make it 6-5. Musselman still up, but only by one now. We're in set number 5, winner take all. So we're knotted up at 2 apiece for each set. That one an overpass, but Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson was right there. It's one of the most difficult plays in volleyball. It's a static approach on an overpass, so you're jumping straight up. You got to have the perfect timing. Good attempt by Hudson, just didn't execute.
That makes it 7-5. Donegan serves. Brown.
Perfect pass. Do whatever you want with that.
Bishop over the block, and it's out over towards Musselman's bench. It's a point for the Applemen, making it 8-5.
Still got time. Hedgesville just needs to make a good pass. I'm watching for serves up the 5-6 seam. The setter's got a long way to go.
Donegan.
She goes deep 6. Sykes has got to get after it. Outside. Great dig by Sykes.
Brown mishits that one, but is still able to get it over to the Musselman side, and that's sent long by Lark, making it 8-6 now as Musselman trying to plead for a deflection, but that one was not close.
Yeah, and the pass was pushing Hutzler backwards. She didn't have much choice but to come back to Lark, and Lark's got a lot of size in front of her she's trying to beat.
Cedars with the serve, and that
is an ace.
Is an ace for Hedgesville, making it 8-7. Cedars with a great job back to serve.
Yeah, Cedar comes in and drops a dime on the 3. Very difficult serve. Difficult for any team to play.
Let's see if she can do it again. She tries to.
It's a perfect pass, though, by McCoy. Fox is way early on the approach.
And we're now tied up at 8-8. And a timeout called by Musselman. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back here at Hedgesville High School for the AAA Region 2 Section 1 championship match between Musselman and Hedgesville. We are in a winner-take-all, set number 5, tied up at 8-8.
Yeah, this set is played to 15. My mom just texted me and asked. This set's played to 15 unless it's a 2-point, the 2-point lead exceeds.
Off block. Brown.
It's a kill, 9-8.
Gives the lead to Hedgesville, 9-8.
And the way Hedgesville's playing right now, they're not going to need overtime in this set.
Back and forth we go. Delaney Cedars with another serve for the Eagles. Donegan. Set up by Hutzler. Chrisman.
Oh my goodness, Smith is just a magnet for digs.
Brown to McCoy.
Perfect pass, can go anywhere. There's Lark.
And it's blocked. Lark with an overpass and miscommunication between Cedars and Hudson on the overpass. Will tie things up at 9-9 as the point goes to Musselman.
Yeah, Lark with an incredible reaction. She's just kind of fisted it. Drops right over.
It will now be Watcher to serve. I called for the out, but Smith keeps it alive. Brown now has to try to hustle her way towards the net, and ooh, hopefully she's okay. She ran into the post, and she unable to get up right now, it looks like. Hopefully nothing too serious, but she took a hard run into that post. And we'll have a timeout called now for the injury.
Yeah, I actually think Coach Whitford called for the timeout. I don't think that this is an injury timeout. I think Coach Whitford actually used one of her timeouts because if they stop play for an injured player, Brown would have to come to the bench.
Right. It's 10-9. Musselman leads Hedgesville as all eyes right now on the sophomore Gracie Brown, who was trying to hustle and make a play but ran into the padding on the post. It looks like she's okay, kind of limping over towards her bench under her own power, and she'll stay out on the court. That's dedication that you love to see from the sophomore.
Well, the timeout's not a bad idea. Musselman has the lead. Musselman has not been as consistent as normal with serving. Watcher has missed some this evening. And if I'm Watcher, I'm telling you, I come back and serve that deep 5. And that's where she goes. Smith picks it up.
And the hit from Jennings goes too far. It's 11-9 now. Musselman 4 points away.
Yeah, Hedgesville just needs to get a pass here. That's everybody just needs to settle down, run your offense.
Watcher serve for Musselman, long.
And she misses.
And it's out. Point Hedgesville to make it 11-10.
Yeah, and we talked about this in one of the earlier sets. It just seems like whenever Musselman's had a chance to extend the lead, there's been a missed serve or an unforced error. And we're not going to drop the match on Watcher's shoulders, but you certainly, in that situation with a 2-point lead, got to put it in play.
Blocked, and it's a point for Hedgesville. Ties us up at 11-11. Here we go. Smith serving again for Hedgesville, who's trying to beat Musselman for a second time in the season. Something they have not done in a long time. McCoy.
Got to use it.
They go back to the near side, and it's blocked.
Okay, she brings it back to the center. Alice with a nice roll.
Brown blocked and out of play. It's a point for Hedgesville. They take a 12-11 lead. Looking over at the Musselman bench, waiting to see if Martz is going to use a timeout or not. And he will. No, he actually was just clapping his hands. It looked pretty close to his typical timeout signal, but he'll allow play to resume. Smith. To Dunnigan for Musselman. Watcher. Chrisman blocked. Dunnigan keeps it alive for the Applemen. Again, they go back to Chrisman. Cedars. Gracie Brown. Overpass. Brown sets it up. Sykes gives it back to her. The give and go off the tape is a point for Hedgesville, making it 13-11, and a timeout called by Musselman. We'll keep it here. We're good on breaks, as now here we are 2 points away from the Eagles being crowned champions. This becoming an instant classic between these two rivals. Third time these teams have met this year. Hopefully more to come later on down the road. Both teams already clinched spots in the regional tournament on Saturday. This, however, for the section championship.
Well, Smith doesn't miss serve, so this is going to be in play. Musselman has got to be ready for a good pass.
It's 13-11 Hedgesville to serve. Watcher sends it for Musselman.
You just can't tip.
It's Gracie Brown into the net. However, it's a point for Musselman off the timeout, making it 13-12. And here it comes, Allie Miller, a sophomore for Musselman. To serve for the Applemen, down by 1. Cedars.
Okay, it's going to be a free ball. Smith plays it. Dunnigan with a perfect pass.
They go McCoy.
Line. It's in.
And we're tied at 13.
My goodness, for a second, I didn't see the lines person react. I thought for a second we're going to call that out. The ball was inside the line. The whites there, the white shirts worried me for 1 second. I guess it was just so obvious that it was in.
And the serve goes long from Allie Miller.
And a match point for Hedgesville.
14-13 Hedgesville. They get the serve, and it's match point. It's Kylie Ann East.
Yeah, that was the whole night. The whole night was every time Musselman had a chance to extend a lead, there was some type of an unforced error, it just feels like. And Hedgesville's just capitalized.
Serve. Dunnigan. Watcher for McCoy. Blocked into the net.
Got one more
kept
play.
Alive by Dunnigan.
Here comes Parker on the quick. And she wins.
Hedgesville is Region 2 Section 1 champions. They get a 15-13 Set 5 win over Musselman at home to the applause of the Eagle faithful. Teams shake hands after a fantastic match between the two schools. And hopefully we get to see them again on Saturday. Unfortunately, though, we will not have coverage of those matches, as we will have coverage of Shepherd Rams football on Saturday. But again, congratulations to the Hedgesville Eagles as they are champions of the section. As we keep things here, as they go over now, and we'll just let you hear it. The Eagle Rumble as best as we can on our near side. There you go. Hedgesville with the Eagle Rumble, and now even sweeter for them, the presentation of the section championship trophy, as going over is Evelyn Jennings to get it for Hedgesville.
Yeah,
Before we wrap things up, Jim, final thoughts.
Yeah, you don't want to take anything away from Jefferson and Hampshire, but I got to tell you, they both got some real tough outs on Saturday. And it's one of those things where I think Hedgesville and Musselman are going to play again, and there's a very good chance that we could see them yet again in the state tournament.
For Dylan Bishop back at the studio, as well as Nick Verzolini, our cameraman, Jim Klein, our color commentator, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off as Hedgesville is AAA Region 2 Section 1 champions, winning 3-2 over Musselman. This has been West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage.